Hi guys, welcome to Filament PHP series, and in this episode I'm going to show you how to customize primary color, logo, favicon and the font family in your Filament PHP project. So let's get started. Okay, so let me go over here, and in our previous project you can see that there is a by default color is around orange. So if you want to change that primary color, you can see that if you click on any buttons, and that's hover effect or the buttons and all, it's regarding to that primary color. Okay, so how can we change that? So first of all, let me go to our VS Code editor, go to the app, filament, and then you can see over here, not a filament, but go to the providers, filament and admin provider. That's the our admin panel, and here you can see that there is a colors. Okay, and there is a primary color over here. They by default define the amber color. So if you go over here, go to the definition, they have already defined the color class, and they have defined the several color over here: gray color with the 50 and 950 the range. Okay, so you can see that natural, stone, red, orange and all the color. Okay, you can see over here. So let me go over here, and I'm going to change it to the blue color. Okay, and save it. Let me go back, hit refresh, and you can see that this button is also going to change, and also these highlighted things is also change. If you click on the dashboard, you can see that by default everywhere color will be blue. You can see that. That's perfect, right? So you can change, you can make it red if you want. Okay, like this. And let me go over here. Yeah, you can see that it's become a red. Okay, same way, if you don't want to use their default color, you can pass the color code as well, like this. So for example, save it, let me go, hit refresh. You can see that by default color is color code. Let me just roll back and keep the red for now. Okay, let me go here, refresh. So you can see that this way you can easily change your primary color. Same way, if you want to change your font family, you can see that by default they have a inter font family using by Filament PHP. But if you want to change it, then you have to go back to the VS Code, and here there is a function called font. Okay, and here into the bracket you need to pass as a first argument font family. So I'm going to use the Poppins. Save it, and let me make it capital this. Okay, save it, and if I hit refresh, you can see that they have changed the font family. You can see over here. Maybe let me go back, comment it, save it, and this is default font family. And let me go back, Poppins, and now you can see that slight change the font family over here. Everywhere you can see that. So this was the by default font family, but what if you want to use your own font family from Google Font or Google provider? So let me go here, and I already found the robot mono font from the Google. So what I have to do, just copy that. First argument, I'm going to pass the font family name, and second argument, you can see that they have inside the documentation, you can see there is a provider we need to pass. Okay, so I'm going to use the provider, and then colon, and here you need to add the provider. By default they have already provided the Google font provider. Okay, so just like this. Okay, and save it. So that means you don't have to download manually the font from the Google, and it will automatically detect. Save it. Let me go back over here and just hit refresh, and you can see that our entire font family has changed. Okay, so you can see that how it easy with the setup the Google font. Okay, so now let me go here, and what if you want to change your logo? Okay, so let me go and use another function for it. So I will use the brand logo function. Okay, and here is the argument where you need to define the path. Right now, for the quick example, I'm going to any one website that use the logo, so I'm going to use that copy the link address. Okay, so copy image address. Okay, and let me go back, and just as an argument I'm going to paste it, save it. Okay, and go over here and hit refresh, and you can see that there is a post cheetah logo over here. Okay, so it's very easy. Okay, but what if you have already logo in your public folder? Then how can you use that? So let me go over here, and let me go to the public and inside the images, and I already put the logo, that's logo.svg, that from the post jita. So just let me go and remove this, and I will use as set function. Okay, and here we need to pass the path images slash logo.svg. okay, save it and let me go back over here, hit refresh, and you can see that there is a logo. Let me go to the inspect element, and you can see that localhost 8000 slash images slash logo.svg. so that means that's taking from your public folder. Okay, so this was about the brand logo. That means you can change it. Same way you can see that you can change your favicon. By default it's showing from my old project because it's localhost, so that's why, but by default it usually shows the Laravel favicon. So if you want to change the favicon, then there is a method called favicon. Okay, and here same way you can pass the URL if you want, otherwise you can also use from your public folder, like I already downloaded and put at that favicon.png. so here I'm going to set up as set, and again I'm going to say images slash favicon.png. okay, whatever format you have, just put the path. Okay, and hit refresh, and you can see that there is a black over here. You can see that slice, you can see that. And let me go to the favicon. Here also you can see that it's a black, so maybe it's not very clear visible, but you can see that we can change the favicon as well. Okay, now at the end of the video I want to show you the last thing, is that about the dark mode. You can see that by default you have an option to make it the dark mode and make it the system. Okay, by default you can put the light mode. So if you don't want to give that option to the users, then also you can disable it. So let me go here and go back to the provider, and there is another method called dark mode, and by default it's a true. You can see that they have already explained over here, condition is true, but you can make it false like this and just save it. And now if I go and hit refresh, and if I go over here, there is no option to change your dark mode support. Okay, so that means some website has not added all the class for the dark mode, so you can disable it. Okay, so this was very simple and basic information. That way you can change your own colors, logos and favicon and all the things. That is very important for any website. So yeah, so this was very simple and basic video. So if you like this video, then share with your friends, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe my channel for more videos. See you in the next video, guys.